Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our home-based business opportunity call. I'm so excited about this call tonight. It's going to be great. We have some success stories from people on our team who've done amazing things, and I'm just going to launch right in and get started. I'm going to share my screen so that everybody can see the PowerPoint.
Does it show up?
And if you're just dialing in, if everybody could mute themselves out. If you're just dialing in, then you're going to miss the show, and we'll send it to you next time. If everybody can mute out. Let me move this down. So, my name is Cermak. I am an executive wealth coach. I am Isagenix Millionaire number 205. In Isagenix world, I am 8-star golden, 5-star executive, and I have won the Rising Star Award as well as the Persistence Award. It's my family. Look, how many people have enough people in their family to actually spell out Family Beach Week with people to spare, right? This was a really fun beach week. It was a fun photo shoot, and we had a family triathlon and a big scavenger hunt. It's always something new and different. We keep it lively at the beach. Down here, if you can see down here at the corner, that's my sister Robin and I with our mom and my 2 girls, Lucy and Maisie, and her 2 kids. We won a trip to Maui. How amazing is that? We won a trip to Maui at Top Achievers with Isagenix, and it was, honestly, it was a trip of a lifetime. Over in the corner, this was our family vacation this year. It was, I think, 26 of us in an amazing house in the Dominican Republic. It was beautiful. That's my family. Those are my kids. And down here is my youngest daughter and I in London. So we went and lived in London for the spring and summer when Isagenix launched in the UK to train people over there and build our team over there. Amazing, amazing experience. So for me, I don't know about you, for me, family is everything. I'm also the author, a contributing author of a book called Mom and Dadpreneurs. And this book is a collection of stories from parents who found a way to put family first and also be super achievers in their field. It's network marketers, it's musicians, entrepreneurs, coaches, artists, speakers. It's a great book. It's really inspirational. And you can actually get it on Amazon. So, my question for you is, are you living your ideal life?
Yes.
Are you living the life you thought you would be living?
Turns out.
Is the constant stress of having massive debt affecting you, your health, and your relationships? Are you living paycheck to paycheck? Do you worry every time you're going to the doctor how much it's going to cost? If you could mute out, whoever's got the noise in the background, if you could just go down to the corner and mute out, that would be really awesome. Do you worry every time you're going to the doctor how much it's going to cost? Do you have enough time with your kids? Do you have enough time and money for fun and adventures? All right. Let me see if I can make it. If everybody could mute out, it would be really great. I hate to have to stop in the middle to have to do this, but I think I'm going to have to stop in the middle to do this because somebody, Natasha, can you mute out? And mute. Sorry for the clicking. Just make sure I've got everybody. Okay, I think we don't have any more background noise. So, do you have enough time with your kids? Do you have enough time and money for fun adventures? Do you have a safety net if you lose your job or get furloughed? We're in the middle of a furlough here. It just ended, right? In DC, and people have been without paychecks for a month. Could you last if you didn't have a paycheck for a month? Are you on track with funding your retirement? Are you worried about paying your kids' college tuition? Are you really living your ideal life? So, if you had a magic wand and time and money were of no consequence, in other words, you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do with your life? And how would that feel? How would it feel? Would you be a concert pianist and tour the world? Would you go train and ride in the Tour de France? Would you go and build an orphanage in Africa? What would you do? All the time and money in the world, what would you do? Or what if you just had an extra $5,000? Somehow magically, an extra $5,000 showed up in your bank account this year. What would you do with that money? Can you think of 3 things? Write them down. 3 things that you would do with that money. Would you pay off debt? A lot of people, most of the people, when I talk to people about, what's their vision and what do they want for their future, the first thing they say is if they had some extra money, they would pay down debt. Would you, if you have no debt, God bless you, if you have no debt, would you take your kids on a Disney cruise? Would you put a down payment on a second car that you desperately need? What would you do with $5,000? Think about it. So write that down. Job, J-O-B, just over broke. The 40-40-40 plan, right? Have you ever heard that, the 40-40-40 plan? You work 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire on 40% of what you struggled to live on all your life. And that's if you're lucky. That's if your company has a pension plan. And these days, most companies actually, a lot of people, very few that I know actually have pension plans. So how many of you were raised to do the 40-40-40? Right? I think Mike was probably on the 40-40-40 plan. And I want you to meet Mike Janis. I can't wait for him to tell you his story. He's a busy hospital executive, a nonprofit board member, a committed father and husband, the leader of Team Janis, and he has created a pretty amazing side hustle in a short period of time. Mike, do you want to unmute yourself and share your story with us?
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, first off, kudos to everyone who joined the call, because sometimes in life, just saying yes or joining or working through everything will make a substantial impact in your life. I joined Isagenix about 3 years ago to lose a little bit of weight and feel better. When I put the products into my body, I lit up like a Christmas tree. I felt amazing. And then my friends started asking me what I was doing. And organically, I started sharing the products. I've always wanted to own my own home-based business. And when I started with Isagenix, there was a few things that were super attractive to me. One, I know that 90% of all small businesses fail within the first 5 years. Every year since I began with Isagenix, I've been profitable. I'm in healthcare. I talk to doctors all the time. Doctors are burnt out beyond belief. They went to school 8 years, went into over $100,000 of debt, most of them even more than that. They specialize. They go to school for 12 years for the opportunity to make a great income. With Isagenix, as you can see below, I've made $116,000 in the last 2 years. And while your results will be based on the work you do, there is a massive amount of opportunity for you. But even greater than that, let's look at the pictures here, because that's what makes me smile and lights me up. The top one on the left was Maui. I got to go on that trip with Isagenix, something that we've always dreamed of, that and the other expenses I had while I was there were tax deductible, which is awesome because it's part of my business. That trip was phenomenal. And if you look down at the bottom, you can see pictures of us on the beach. The picture in the middle is us in Nashville, Tennessee. We had our national event there, and I got to spend time with my wife and kids there, and we got to celebrate and have fun. But it's also tax deductible expense for my business that I love. But it's also the people I'm surrounded with are the people that I love, which you see in the left hand corner. That's my team there who light me up as well. Those are people that have had successful health transformations that are beyond belief. I'm creating a legacy around these phenomenal products, but then also this phenomenal financial opportunity that really, to be honest with you, I haven't shared much with. but I really need to because it is a powerful thing to be able to do something while I'm working full-time and working for a non-for-profit and build something that I believe that my kids will take on and I can gift to them is pretty awesome. And it's just grown substantially over time. And I think it's an opportunity that you really need to take a look at.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, Mike. And I'm really excited. Actually, the call after this one, we have a tax consultant coming on to share with us how to take full advantage of owning a home-based business and the kind of things we can write off and how to keep good records and why everybody can't not afford to own a home-based business. So that's a call after this that we're providing for our team, which I think is awesome. And Mike actually brought that connection to us. So thanks so much, Mike. So we're going to keep going. The new economy, has everybody heard this? The gig economy. And we've got Uber, where people are leveraging their personal vehicles. We've got Airbnb, where people are leveraging their homes. We've got Shopify to do online. We've got businesses that, you know, all you need is Wi-Fi and a dream, right? So even though it's a new economy, it's different, you're leveraging your own personal assets, you're still trading time for money. Those Uber drivers are still trading their time for money. The people that are doing Shopify, they're still trading their own time for money. And so let's look at this chart because I think this is really, really telling. If you look up in the upper left-hand quadrant, I know it's a little overwhelming, but stick with me. Upper left-hand quadrant, if you're an employee, if you work for somebody, even, you know, have an amazing job, make 6 figures, awesome. You're still trading your own time for money. It's just you're generating your income and you're trading your time for money. If you look down in the left-hand corner, self-employed, so you're a subcontractor, you're a freelancer, great, right? You have freedom, you're allowed to pick your gigs, and it's just you, and you're still trading your own time for money. It's a, you know, one-to-one time for money. If you look at the next block over as an investor, well, super. So you've got some investments, you got your money working for you, which is awesome. That's great. You've amassed a whole bunch of money and you put it to work for you. Hopefully someplace safe, hopefully not someplace super volatile like the stock market right now or other investments. I have some friends that have invested in businesses, grown businesses, and actually gone bankrupt, right? And so hopefully your money's working for you in a safe place. And then we have up in the right-hand corner, your business owner. And again, so that's what I'm talking about. Friends that have bought franchises, paid $50, $60, $100,000 for a franchise fee and not been successful. People who, you know, have a great idea, start small, go big, and get so big and end up own a lot of money. However, in a business like ours, you can make a lot of money on other people's efforts without investing a significant amount of money in inventory, without a huge upfront investment. And we're going to talk a little bit of that later. So it's not you trading time for money anymore. It's you making a significant income from other people's efforts. And the beauty of this company is that, so, you know, I've been in this 11 years and I do make money from other people's efforts, but they also make money from mine, which sets this company apart from a lot of other businesses that you might look at. So look at this for a minute. I know this slide's really overwhelming, so I gave you a couple arrows so you could zero in. The capital required to generate $54 a week in investment income, $54 a week, so $200 a month. If you, it would take you, you would have to have amassed an amount of $93,000 and have it in the bank at 3% interest. And if you know where you can get a safe 3% interest, let me know, because I'd like to put my money there too. I haven't seen 3% interest on CDs or any safe vehicle in years. Let that sink in. You would have to have $93,000 in order to generate $200 a month, $54 a week. And we're going to show you that with our business, it's a lot easier to do that. So what do you actually want to do? Do you actually want to have to get to the point where you have $100,000 in the bank to generate $200 a week, or maybe spend a little extra effort now and create an income stream that will then amass to that $93, right? So I think we can all agree, if you look at those 4 quadrants, that being a business owner would be the clear choice. So now what? Because being a business owner is kind of complicated, isn't it? Like, how do you start? What do you do? Doesn't it cost a lot of upfront capital or cost a big franchise fee? Don't you have to hire a lawyer to create a company? Don't you have to have expertise or experience in something? Don't you need to have your own unique idea or service to offer? Does the thought of all that paralyze you? Because I know it paralyzes a lot of people. Like, that's overwhelming. Like, oh, I'd love to own a home-based business, but yikes. Well, you're not alone. It stops a lot of us. And it sounds confusing and it sounds expensive to get that set up, right? Well, we have the solution. And you don't have to empty your savings to get started. And you don't have to invest a ton in inventory, and you don't need to ship anything, and you don't need to bill anything, and you don't need to worry about sales tax or spend money on advertising or worry about payroll tax or hiring people. This is a business in a box. What we have and what we all do, it's a business in a box. And you have a whole team of people on your side to guide and mentor you at no cost to you. So we're a solution-based company. We have solutions for weight loss, weight wellness. We have solutions for performance. If you want to increase your performance at the gym, if you're an athlete, if you're a runner, if you're a cyclist, if you're an endurance athlete, we have solutions for enhancing all of your workouts and helping you get your personal best times. We have solutions for energy, vitality and well-being, general health, personal care and beauty. And we also have a solution for financial wellness. So 100% a solution-based company. Why this company? Why this company versus other companies? Well, I've already given you a few hints, right? No inventory. We have, you can make money on your upline's efforts just as much as they make money on your efforts. We have no volume flushing. We don't have that reset at the beginning of every month. And you get paid on unlimited levels. There's no cutoffs. You get paid on unlimited levels. So for those of you who are network marketers, that's a big deal, right? If you know about other comp plans, that's a pretty big deal. Why Isagenix? Also, nearly 300 people who have earned more than $1 million. I'm one of them. I'm millionaire number 205. My sister Robin is millionaire number 271. It can be done, and we're living proof. The company's been growing for 16 plus years and earned over $6 billion in total sales. Millions of lives have been impacted. This is a privately held, responsibly run, no operational debt company that absolutely has its eye on the future. Relevant, cutting edge products, focused on the youth, attracting new people in all the time. This is a company that is absolutely going to be around for a long time and has a strategy and a vision for taking this company to the next level. This is Isagenix, built on integrity and the vision to impact world health. And this is my favorite part, a real global opportunity open in 19 countries. So I am heading to Barcelona in less than a month. I lived there back in 2014 with my daughter. We went there because we could, thanks to Isagenix. We went and lived in Barcelona, and I'm going back to visit friends. And I'm also going to talk to people about Isagenix. We just launched in Spain last year, and I get to travel on pre-tax dollars. How many of you would love to travel on pre-tax dollars? It's awesome. I mean, I'm going to do some presentations, and it's a business trip. So I'm excited. I'm excited about my trip to Spain. And I'm excited to share with you some stories of some other people on my team who have really taken advantage of this Isagenix opportunity. It turns out, I know a lot of people think they need to be salespeople to take advantage of home-based opportunity like this one. But the truth is, healthcare professionals and teachers are really, really ideal for this work. Teachers, because this business is all about showing people how to do this, training people and teaching them how to show other people. and healthcare professionals? Because why did they go into healthcare? They went into healthcare because they care about it. Joe, could you mute yourself out, Joe Adams? Joe Adams, if you could mute yourself out, that would be super. In the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little microphone that you can click. And so I would like to introduce you to two healthcare professionals who are great friends of mine. I would love for you to meet Tiffany Teichs. Tiffany is a badass adventurer. She's a physical therapist. She's a footloose traveler, and look at her in the corner. She's a millennial model. So Tiffany, would you share your story with us?
I'm thinking exercise like
You just have to unmute yourself.
Sorry.
That's okay. You got it.
Hi, everyone. So for me, just a carefree person, as you can kind of see in my photos. I really love adventures and having fun and traveling. I'm a physical therapist, so like Dawn said, a healthcare provider, and I enjoy helping people. That's why I got into physical therapy in the first place. Physical therapy is a really rewarding career, but it's also a really busy career. And in healthcare, like with many other professions, the job reward also comes with a lot of sacrifice. And for me, that big sacrifice was time. Working your typical 40-hour, sometimes longer week can be really stressful. It can result in a lot of limited time and missing out on a lot of things. It's really restrictive. And personally, I don't want to feel restricted. I want to be able to be in control of my time and do what I want, when I want, where I want, with who I want. So it seems crazy. Like, think about what we consider the norm. Why is it normal to have to schedule so far in advance your time off and potentially not even know if it's approved for you to be able to do the things you want to do? So for me, why do you want to have to choose? I don't want to have to choose between traveling for leisure or traveling for a business experience, a continuing education experience, or just to see my family. My family lives far away. I would love to be able to visit my family more, but you only have so many days off in your typical 40-hour a week job. So for me, that is my biggest goal, is to create that ultimate time freedom so that that is not a barrier to my life. I want to have babies one day. I want to be able to stay home with them. And I know I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that, wants to be able to have more time, doesn't want to have to choose, and doesn't want to miss out on things because they can't be there, or they're, not able to take the time off, or whatever it may be. So what did I do? I wanted to make this possible for me. So I ventured outside of that typical job mindset and started my sophisticated side hustle with Isagenix. I will be with Isagenix for 2 years in May. And for now, I work my business in the pockets of my time. I actually had the opportunity to change my physical therapy career in the last couple months, and have allowed myself a little more flexibility to do that, which is really going to be helpful in kind of taking my business to the next level and having that opportunity to help even more people, so that I can reach that goal. And like I said, I know I'm not the only one who wants this ability to have more time, to not miss out on a lot of things or adventures. I don't want to turn down the trip of a lifetime because I can't get time off. Like Patagonia, places like that you just can't, necessarily plan last minute or book. And what if you don't get the time off? I don't like that. Causes like stress and frustration in my life. So I want to be able to share this opportunity, and I'm ready to teach other like-minded adventurers and travelers, and in general, people who just need more time, how to do the same, because that's my ultimate goal.
That is awesome, Tiffany. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Absolutely. You're so welcome.
You rock.
Thank
and
you.
Then we have another healthcare provider. We have Penny. Penny is, move this down, a nurse transplant coordinator and an educator. She's a century cyclist, and she's a Plan B specialist. Right, Penny? Penny, can you get on and share your story with us? I know there's a lot of people who would love to hear it.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Well, like Mike and Tiffany, I am a healthcare provider, and I got into this kind of a little bit like both of them, but a little different. I had spent about 4 years where I had some really, really tough things happen in my life, a lot of major life traumas. And as my life was falling apart, so was my health. And so a friend reached out and shared this with me, and I thought, oh, what the heck, I have nothing to lose. And it rocked my world. Like Mike said, very quickly, I could see major improvements and my health issues went away. But not only that, I was already, going to the CrossFit gym. I was training for a century ride. And right away, I noticed a big difference in my performance. And I'm no spring chicken. So, big changes in performance at my point in life were a big deal. And I was like, whoa, what is this? So I, again, like Mike said, just started sharing because I thought, I don't want to keep this to myself. I'm a nurse. I love to help people. And I've got something here that helps them. So I just organically started sharing. And what really started showing up to me was, like Tiffany said, spending time, both Mike and Tiffany, I love to spend time with my family and I like to go on adventures, and I only have 2 weeks vacation. So I have a 14-year-old daughter at home, and one of the things that I experienced was the loss of 2 children. I don't want to miss any bit of time with her. Like, those days are sanding through my fingers. She's a stud athlete. I want to go to any meet she has, anywhere she has. And if I can't get the time off from work, I'd be crushed. So that's when I began thinking about my plan B, that, yes, I feel like I'm a really good nurse and I really love helping people, but I'm very frustrated with my inability to do what I want to do for the things that really matter the most to me. So I'm building plan B, and I'm building a team of people that they're like me. They're fun. They want to have a community. We care about helping people. I mean, I have a vision of who's going with me to our next meeting in Nashville. We're going to get on that pedal bike and have a fun time up and down Broadway. I did a half marathon that started on Broadway. I want to ride the pedal bike next time. I'm riding a century ride this summer with my brothers, and I like Tiffany. I don't want to have to meter out my days off. So I'm putting my passions together of helping people, help them live the healthy life that I really believe in, help them age backwards like I feel like I am. I'm in better shape now than I was in my 30s. And we're going to have a plan B together. So that's what I do.
That is perfect, Tiffany. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have an amazing story. I wished I lived in St. Louis so I could be part of your St. Louis team. I'm excited. I'm excited about what you're creating. Okay, so let me just do this. Not this. There we go. This is a simple, duplicatable, cost-effective business model. Do you want to know what it is? Do you want to know what you have to do this business? You open your own virtual health and wellness store. We help you get this done. It's easy and quick. You shop from your own store once a month, buying products you already are spending money on elsewhere. You get paid to shop at your own virtual store. You show other people how to do the same thing. And then, thanks to the power of 2, you watch your business explode and kick back to enjoy your residual income. How does that sound? Doesn't that sound easy? Easy, right? Because look, these are the products that you're already spending money on. I guarantee it. Protein shakes, energy drinks, meal replacement bars, healthy snacks, vitamins, coffee, skincare, probiotics, metabolism boosters, essential oils, the stuff that you're already spending money on at the grocery store, at the GNC, online. You're already spending this money. So redirect your spending, do it at your own virtual health and wellness store, and then get paid on your own products, show other people how to do the same thing. That's what we're doing. Again, did you hear Mike? $116,000 over 2 years, and he still has a full-time job, and he works with a nonprofit, and he's a really good dad and loves spending time with his kids, and still built this. $116,000 in 2 years. So who could you share with? This is a gift. What we have is a gift. This opportunity is a gift. So who could you share with? People needing solutions. Remember that slide with all the people, with all the solutions? People needing one of those solutions, or people with dreams. Dreams like Penny, to not have to miss any of her daughter's track meets or any of her sporting events. Dreams like Tiffany's, to be a badass adventurer and go hike Patagonia whenever she wants to without worrying about whether or not she can get the time off, and having the money to do it, right? Having the money to fund those adventures. So the power of two, what we were talking about with the power of two, you share with two people, right? You share with two people, just two people. Find two people who you think might want a home-based business opportunity, and two people that you know that are already spending money on protein shakes and energy drinks and skincare and coffee and probiotics and metabolism boosters. You show them how to set up their own store, and then you show them how to show two people. So if you can show two people, and they can show two people, and then those two people show two people, now we're at 8, right? And they all show two people. Now we're at 16. They all show two people. Really, you've just showed two people and shown them how to show two people. And already, now you might want to share with more. I'm just saying, you might want to share with more than two, but if you just share with two and that continues on, if you look over here at this chart, see where the red arrow is at the 32? If you've shared with 32 people, if you've shared with two people and down the line, you know, they've shared with two, shared with two, shared with two. Once you have 32 people that have set up their accounts and are purchasing their own groceries online, you're generating $162 a month. Well, if you think back, if you remember, it took $93,000 in the bank to generate $200 a month. And you, with your efforts, having told two people, who've then told two, who've told two, who've told two, you're able to generate the same amount of money with nothing in the bank, which I think is really incredible. And so it's crazy that some people feel that 2 to 5 years in a business is a long time to get rich, that it might take 2 to 5 years to make a lot of money with this, but they don't feel that 45 years at a job is a long time to stay broke, right? So being broke is hard, and becoming wealthy is hard. People ask me, is it hard to be a network marketer? Is it hard to be a people connector? Is it hard to get out of your comfort zone? Because I'm an introvert. I'm a behind the scenes, don't really like to be on stage. Like I like to talk to people one-on-one. I don't like big parties. I'm an introvert. So is it hard to get out of your comfort zone and talk to people? Well, hard compared to what? Because what's hard is not being able to spend time and see all my kids' concerts and games. What's hard is, hey, Carol, do you mind muting out? What's hard is not being able to tell my kids they can go to the college they desperately want to go to. What's hard is being told that I can't take a vacation when I want to take a vacation, or being so worried about my job while I'm on vacation that I can't even relax and enjoy it. So choose your hard, right? Choose your hard. This is my sister and I, my sister Robin. And this was when we were in the Dominican Republic. It was an amazing, amazing family vacation that we took this summer. And then this was actually, we were celebrating my nephew's 21st birthday with a tribal get up. So find your tribe and love them hard, right? Our team is so committed. We are so committed to supporting and coaching. You get mentorship, you get one-on-one coaching, you get your own personal roadmap to success, you get a turnkey system, you get motivation and inspiration, you get challenges, and you get fun. It's an amazing group, and we can't wait to all be together again in Nashville, which is in August. So if you're like I was, this all looks good on paper, but you just aren't really sure, right? And me, introvert, horrible, terrible speaker, not a salesperson, why on earth would I try this? And the truth is, I tried it because I studied the compensation plan and I saw what was possible. I saw that I could build wealth not only for myself, but for my family through my hard work. So my biggest wish for you is that you take a look at this with an open mind and fresh eyes. Choose from why you would versus why you wouldn't or why you shouldn't. Look back on what you wrote on that paper, your answer to the magic wand question or the $5,000 question. Is what you wrote down worth trying something new? I think it might be. So get with the person who brought you to this call. And if you heard something here that interests you or you want to hear more, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. I'll stay on for a couple of minutes but only for a couple of minutes, because we have a tax guy coming on at 9 o'clock that's going to tell us all the tips and tricks for getting the most out of our tax benefit. Thanks everyone for coming to this call. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. We know everybody's busy, and taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to something new is it takes a commitment, and we appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. I am going to stay on for a couple of minutes. You can get off, or you can get on and ask me questions. I am going to end the recording.